And here we are moving on to number 3, which is the first of the series of just win the damn game. Just win it. And the team that should have just won it is the Dallas Cowboys. Let's look at the stats. Once again, I am here to tell you that the Jags are going to be the team to beat in the AFC South next year. And I am also here to tell you that I am wrong. I was wrong. And I'm one to admit when I'm wrong. The Jags are going to be the team to beat in the AFC South this year. They're going to make the playoffs. They're looking good. They have an offense. They can score. The Titans cannot. And that last game, Week 18, Jags-Titans, that's going to be a beautiful finish. And it's going to end with the Jacksonville Jaguars and Doug Peterson. Trevor Lawrence, who looked phenomenal today. I always forget how fast he is. Rolls out. Oh, he throws some laser beams. Incredible. And apparently Zay Jones. Travis Etienne. Again, as well. Great player. Just decent talent on this team with Etienne. Ingram is good. They're going big time on receiver this year in the draft, I hope. If they don't, then I would be disappointed. I'm sure they could use some defense. But I really want to see Trevor Lawrence. What if he wins the Super Bowl? What if they make it 9-8, win the South, and in the Super Bowl you get Trevor Lawrence, the heir apparent, greatest prospect in NFL history, versus Thomas Patrick Brady, greatest quarterback in NFL history. What if that happens? It's too early to talk about it. Let's focus on what's important. The Cowboys losing. Blowing it. Again. Well, not again. They did beat the Texans. They should have lost. But they beat them. That's good. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Either way, with 1 minute and 38 seconds left, the Cowboys stripped Jacksonville. Stripped Trevor Lawrence at midfield. Got the ball back. That's great. They're in this game. Ready to go. At this point, they only have 1 turnover. They're winning the turnover battle 1-3. And CeeDee Lamb is awesome. Pollard is fast. Elliott's a decent backup. And Dak Prescott knows how to play quarterback. First play, -3 yards. Pollard. Second play, 3. First play, -3 Elliott. Second play, 3 yards. Pollard. Got it back. Maybe she ran Pollard first play. I don't know. Either way, I do know that maybe you keep the clock running. Jacksonville's down to their last timeout. They've called their first 2 on the runs. There's 1 minute, 20 seconds left. And the Cowboys have a brilliant plan to throw the ball really far downfield into an incomplete pass on 3rd and 10 at their own 38 with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Good job. I'm so proud of you. That's a terrible choice. Why? How? I just wonder who, why. Who, why, and how. How was the play? And hey, earlier in this game, I watched CeeDee Lamb make moves and make people look like they're standing still. This Jags defense looked like it's standing still. Lamb is good. He's fast. He knows how to run. He knows how to find space. Give him the ball in space. Or Pollard. He's fast too. Give them the ball in space that you know you'll complete the pass. And you know what? Worst case scenario, completed pass down, another timeout, now you're punting. How is that not the play? Why is it a heave it? Heave it deep. Intended for Brown. Not Lamb. 7 catches for 126 yards. Not Pollard, who is pretty gosh darn fast and their leading rusher. And one of the leading rushers in the entire NFL. I'd rather you just run a draw with Prescott. Keep the clock running, and what gets you 10 yards? After that, the Jags dived on the field, They get a wonderful play reversed. An out-of-bounds play that has nothing to do with the completion of a pass. It just has to do with whether or not the clock stopped. I've never seen that reviewed before. Play was reviewed. Free timeout for the Jags. Good job, buddy. Not free timeout, but it was reviewed that, in fact, he did go out of bounds. And he wasn't kept in bounds, and the clock shouldn't run. Then they keep it going, and they kick a field goal. And as frustrated as I am about them not winning the game there, because it just seemed so silly to not give the ball to, your best player, CeeDee Lamb. Give it to your best player, right? Doesn't everyone know that he's your best player? In space, easy completion, go for it, get the first down. Worst case scenario, it's a completed pass. And I mean, how is it not just a screen pass? That's just what you run. And you can say, well, what if he caught it deep? Why would he catch it deep? Why would they just blow it? And he wasn't even open. It's not like Prescott just missed the throw or something like that. And then you think of the anger that I have that would have actually won the Jags the game, but it didn't. Also, the score is not... dang it. Made a mistake here. The score is not 30-40. Look in the bottom right. It's 34-40. Got a few mistakes. Forgot to hit record earlier. I've already recorded this episode, so you get to enjoy that. This is a very high level, very expensive product here. We've got dozens of people working in the background. I mean, you can see them all standing in the crowd back there. We're in this Jacksonville Stadium, right? Can't believe they let us record here. It ends up with a pick 6, and that, as a person who just isn't the biggest Cowboys fan, me to tell you when things are great, but, pick 6. And now the Cowboys are probably really killed their chances with that to win the East. They're going to have to play all the rounds, no home games, living in... and sorry them. A lot of people would probably say they're at least top 3. Maybe you would put the Vikings ahead of them. I wouldn't. But they're at least a top 3 team in the NFC, and they're going to have to do it the long way, most likely now, with that loss to the Jaguars, a game that they probably should have won, that they were winning, and winning by a good margin earlier on in the game. But they blew the lead, got the lead back, then blew it again. You can tell. I don't know who to blame. It was either a bad offensive call or just Prescott going rogue and throwing it to a clearing route for some reason. Either way, let's move on.